right, so now I want you guys to try a little bit more advanced technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make this stitching around this circle. Okay, so all it is a stroke inside of a stroke. All right, so on my document here, I came down to the fourth or the third column, and I'm going to go ahead and make a circle. I'm going to draw it out. And so let me get rid of this guy because I did one and then okay. So right now I need to reverse this. So what I have is a circle. I want a white circle with a black stroke, and I'm going to increase that size of the stroke so it's kind of thicker. So like 12. 12 is good for now. That can always be adjusted later. Let me make my circle just a little bit bigger. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to have my appearance panel open. So I'm going to go to Window, Appearance. This is really important that you have this open or you're not going to be able to figure this out. I mean, you can do it over here as well on this side, but I like to have it right here. Okay, so if you look, so if you remember back to layers in Photo P, this is kind of what the appearance panel does. You've got layers, right? So I have my fill color on my stroke, which is the white. I have my stroke color right here, and it's 12 points, which is the black. So what I need to do now is add another stroke and put it right on top of this guy. All right, so to do that, I'm going to click right here. I'm just going to duplicate this stroke that's selected. It has to be selected, so make sure that it is. If it's not, click on that stroke, and I'm going to duplicate it. So I'm going to click duplicate stroke, but now I'm going to change the color from black to white, and I'm going to decrease the stroke weight to like 3, something small. This is the trick. This is where it comes in handy. I mean, you could totally leave it like this and, that would be cool too. This is another way to like give you a black stroke, white stroke, black stroke. But we're going to do that dashed line. So I'm going to click on the word stroke and it's going to open up these options. I'm going to click on dashed line and you can change the spaces between your dashes if you want to. So like if you wanted them to be longer, you would put in, I guess it's shorter, a shorter 15 points, 5 points. Okay, so 5 are really short, 15 are pretty like long. So I'm gonna go 10. Okay, so there is my dashed line with my stroke. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to, actually, I'm going to do it right now. So remember when we did the zigzag on on this guy up here, when we did that little thing, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here to give it that wavy pattern, but we're going to do it in our appearance panel. So we're going to go here to effects, and this is the same thing that it is up at the top where it says effect. And we're going to look for distort and transform and look for zigzag. I am going to change this. Oops, actually, I need to select it. Sorry, I unselected or deselected. Now I can do it. So go to FX, distort and transform, zigzag. I'm going to preview to see what happens. And if you notice, it's only happening on the white stroke. So let's hit OK. And what I need to do is drag this guy so it's above all of my strokes. So remember in Photo P or Photoshop, you had your layer at the top. So that's what we need to do. Just click up here and drag it up. So it's affecting everything below it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on smooth because I want it to be kind of round. And then click on preview so I can see what's going on. And then I can adjust it from here. So I can make it as bumpy as I want, as I need it. And if you notice, the stroke is also changing. Okay, so now that I have that in place, what I want to do is actually fill it in with a black color. So I'm going to go to fill, change this to black, and now I have the base for my next label. So I'm going to pause it here so you guys can take a chance or take a minute to get that sorted.